A Million Minutes with an Angel. For years I wondered, is there really a marital love where one unconsciously places the other before themselves? No, it must be an act of self-delusion or blissful ignorance. It was easy to conclude that love was an exchange each party made for what they wanted. Selfishness in disguise. All too common were the gritted teeth of couples surviving on just enough patience to make it through the day. To me, the concept of selfless marital love was the stuff of sappy romantic stories like The Gift of the Magi, mythical fantasies that humanity desperately clung to, if only to rationalize the commitment. There must be somebody like that out there. First, there was reality. That in truth, the tingles always dulled, the novelty became routine, and one either accepted this mature love or abandoned it again to pursue that grand delusion. After all, the brain chemically rewards us for wanting, for pursuing a reward, far more than achieving it. So I accepted the real reality, and I lived in a cynicism almost universally verified. Then I met her. The first miracle was that the belief that such a gem as she could exist. Somehow, despite decades of experience, I kept hope alive. In a faraway and otherwise, to me, unattractive location across the world, I found a natural element so rare it had yet to be categorized. She was unlike anyone I've ever met, heard about, or could even imagine. I have quite the imagination. In our first visit, I had only enough time to experience her uniquely soft and open heart. The faith I placed in her as a reality could never have been more rewarded. Then she arrived. In just a few months, I discovered she was far more. Equally as resilient as a mighty oak in a hurricane, and as delicate as the gossamer wings of a dragonfly on a calm spring day. With a heart as pure and bright as starlight to an astronaut in orbit, and that when she forgave, it was completely and forever. I continued to ask, where are you really from? Because you are not human. Then she endured. Still, I waited for reality to emerge when the brain's endorphin and serotonin levels exit the brief honeymoon period. Over time, I alone shed my premarital facade. Once out, my insecurities rang like a gigantic, deafening bell. And when the sound of my fragile ego finally faded, her arms were as open as if the peace had never been disturbed. She shone only brighter during and after my eruptions until finally, I matured. And then they were gone. Then reality changed. Before me was a wife who possessed wisdom and maturity many times her tender age. A heart so strong and yet so gentle, and one that by God's grace alone is devoted to me. Her patience and commitment, which I tested again and again, never wavered. A soul such as hers rarely walks the earth. If ever, how I paled as a husband. Then I arrived. The first 1,000,000 minutes has grown our love to a celestial level, one not meant to be experienced while still trapped in a mortal coil. She is my sun and my moon, my universe. The gift of the Magi. My limited sanity would already be forfeit if I dared ponder how or why she chose me. No, better to apply myself to become worthy of a gift that I do not yet deserve. Thank you, God, for loaning me an angel.